Denise, this is the way the chili pods come out when you blend it in the blender. And what you're going to do that next is put the chili in there, in your meat. Don't use all of it, save just a little bit for your tamales to like put over as a sauce. And what you want to do is stir the chili in, and try to make it. I don't know how much meat you're going to make, but you want to try when you put your sauce in there is make it as, how would you say, like it is here, with a lot of sauce in it, because you want sauce in each one of your tamales when you make them. Okay, we'll let that sit. Next, I'm going to show you how to knead your masa. Like I say, I don't know how your masa is. We buy it, it's already kind of prepared. I just add a little bit more lard. You're going to need lard, a cube of lard. You can't use cooking oil, it has to be lard. You know. And Lupi is going to have Elise email you, along with this, the ingredients for what you're going to need as far as, you know, the corn husk and all the onions and bell peppers and stuff. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Mija, remember where your chili pods were cooking on the stove? The juice that was left over, I told you to save it. Well, it comes in handy when you use, if you don't have enough sauce for the chili, instead of using all the sauce and keeping some to pour over your tamales afterwards, you could use a little bit of that juice, mix it in here, and to make it more more juicier. So you could have more juice in your liquid like, not too liquidly, but thick. Okay, so you can more or less eyeball it, but save this, and it'll come in handy later on. You might not need it, but in case you do, you could use some of that to thicken your juice for your meat. Okay. Mija, this is the masa. We get our masa already prepared. I don't know how you're going to get yours or where you get it at, and if it's from the market, I think it comes white, and you have to prepare it yourself. Now this one, if you look at it, it's kind of reddish, and it's because you know that chili pot chili, this one here, they add this into your masa, and that's what you're going to add into yours if it's just white from the market. But when you do yours, let me know how many pounds you get, and I'll talk you through it. But if you do, you just add a little at a time, and you keep mixing and mixing until the color gets into the masa, and you get it to look like this. Okay? And then I made some holes with my fingers in the masa, and that's so I could pour a little bit of this is the lard. It's melted. Okay? And on mine, I probably really don't need that much because it's already prepared from where I get it from, but I usually put a little bit more in there because what the lard does is it helps the masa not stick to your husk, and sometimes I'll put a little bit of more salt in mine. Yours, I don't know, like I said, where you're gonna get it from, and I'll put a little bit of garlic powder, just a little bit, and I'll put a little bit of baking powder. And what that does is baking powder, makes your masa fluffy when you cook it. And then all you do is just keep mixing it by hand, and it takes a little bit of time because you have to knead it, and the more you mix it by hand, what you're doing is getting air into the masa and kind of like fluffing it up. And like I said, however you get yours, it depends how much preparing you're going to have to go with it. But I won't know that until you tell me where you get it at. And if it's from the market, and if it comes white, then you're going to have to do a lot of kneading. It takes time to prepare it, but the more you mix it, you see how this is getting? See that? That's how you want it. See? Because that way you'll be able to spread it. What I did on this pan right here, I ran it under hot water to get it hot, and then I put my masa in there to kind of like soften it up. Like I said, wherever you get your masa, let it stand out in room temperature for a while. Don't keep it in the refrigerator when you're going to use it. Let it stand outside for maybe about, I'd say probably 5 hours. Get everything ready ahead of time. What you're going to use, your ingredients and everything. And like I said, do everything little by little. The same with your salt. Don't put all of it all at once. Put little by little, then mix it for like 5 minutes, and then taste it. And just do the same with your sauce, your chili sauce, whatever you put in it. Do little by little. Okay? What was I going to tell her? Okay. Huh? Okay. And you see how it's getting? See? What you wanted is so you could spread it like, you wanted a consistency like a little softer than peanut butter. Okay? And like I said, this I'll have to mix it for a little bit longer. And I was going to tell her something important. Turn it off.